Sometimes when you're small and you're coming up, you're trying to make your marriage work, you're trying to raise kids, you're trying to pay the bills, you're trying to hire people, you're trying to expand, you're trying to go and grow your business, get better, read books, listen to audio, take courses, attend events, fill up the gas tank, change the oil, all this stuff that you have in your life that you're dealing with. Sometimes you don't have time to sit here and think about other things, and then market that you have zero control over happens that's not on you. How does a person who has zero influence over the market, okay, maybe they have control over 20 people's votes to change them or certain things. How does a person who has no control over politics at this phase of their lives, no control over the market at this phase of their life, no control over interest rates at this phase of their life, how do they properly make the right moves to still be effective where the market's gonna go good, bad, or ugly?
Thank you. I said this last night to that group last night, is the purpose of a leader is not to be the leader. The purpose of a leader is to take what a great leader like Patrick does and pass that lesson on. So your job, I congratulate you for being here. You could be a lot of other places today. But I think your most important job is to take what Patrick is teaching and pass it on to your people outside this country or your home. We need leaders, right, ladies and gentlemen, right now, and Patrick is one of the best. As I said, when I met him so many years ago, this big bus pulls up, and I said, who is this guy? But the moment I looked in his eyes, I knew who he was, because his core values are solid. As I said last night, it's our core values. Then you have the culture, and outside that's organization. So in the US Army, when I found out he was 82nd Airborne, I knew who he was. Because the Army is a big organization, the culture is 82nd Airborne, but the core values are what drive him. If you can duplicate his values, we win. Okay, thank you. Stock markets, when they crash, go down in 3 phases. Boom, boom, boom. Phase 1 was a bounce. It was called a bear market rally. This baby is going down, I hope, because I'm going to get richer. See, the thing right now is if you're afraid, it's because you got bad advice in your head. You're operating on bad information from your mommy, your daddy, your college professor, your school teachers, whatever it is. I get sexually stimulated thinking about a crash. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I'll say it again, the tougher it is, the smarter you've got to be. That's why I honor you for being here. This is a great leader, pass his word on. I did the same thing in my cash flow board game in my books. I pass on what I was taught. That's how you serve other people. If you understand that, and then it's your skill set. I'll tell you a quick story. When I came back from Vietnam, I said to my rich dad, I said, I want to be an entrepreneur like you. He says, well, you got to take sales lessons, 2 classes, to take real estate courses, which I did, and you have to learn how to sell. I said, I don't want to know how to sell, because my poor dad always says salesmen were scum. That was my poor dad. That's why he's a PhD. Poor, helpless, desperate. You know, he couldn't, no, he was a son. He was a great father, but he was a poor man. So finally, I kept arguing with my rich dad. I said, I don't want to learn how to sell. And finally, rich dad said to me, he says, you know, I'm 25, 26 years old, prime of life, you know, Marine, all this stuff. He says, how's your sex life, Robert? Non-existent. He says, because you can't fucking sell.